Hello everyone, this is SMA Watts, and we're about to play some classic Heirloom. We are playing our Cruel Control deck. Made some very minor modifications to it from the last time we played it. Instead of Demigods of Revenge, I'm running 4 Chandras in the main deck, and I took out the Demigods in the sideboard and added Rainbow of Fruits as a better finisher for most games. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play first. Alright, what do we got here? Well, ugh. We have a Dissipate we can't cast. A Chandra we maybe can drop on turn 5, though. You know, this deck's so mana greedy, I don't want to mulligan this. I just have to hope my opponent's not playing something super aggressive. Alright, let's lead off with an island on the off chance we draw something that'll enable us to get uh, double blue on turn 3. Well, that is probably going to be some variation of White Weenie, as it's very common. Granted, that's... Oh, never mind. It's probably going to be some kind of... Let's see. Red, white... I'm thinking some kind of landfall deck, maybe? That's what red, white tells me like that. Hey, we have Dissipate, though, up. Yeah, definitely playing against probably Boros. Like, I don't think a third color at this point. It seems likely. Flicker Wisp. How exactly does Flicker Wisp work? There's Battlefield, exile another permanent, return that permanent. Hmm. We will let him have the Flicker Wisp. Really wish I'd had like a lightning bolt there. Or then again, it just flickers immediately. So we'll go ahead and play the Crumbling Necropolis out. We're going to take 3 from the Flicker Wisp so that we can Chainer's Edict next turn and keep the Dissipate up. If he plays something we need to dissipate, we might just play Chandra though next turn to deal with his Flicker Wisp, because that's a nice easy for 1. Hmm. Alright. We'll Chainer you. And your turn. I guess he's... That's fine, cycle 2. Getting rid of removal spells, that's probably wise. So he's probably playing... At this point, I'm pretty sure he's playing some kind of Amera control. So let's go ahead and mana leak this Flicker Wisp. And we'll play out our Drown Yard. Let's go for Chandra. There's not a lot you can do with 1 mana to deal with Chandra in those 3 colors. Like, you need to have something that just removes a permanent. Uh, Okay, cycle for 2. Alright, he's definitely playing some kind of flickery thing. Cycle for 2, that's fine. Match. Do that so I can actually do it. Alright, so he discarded a momentary blank, a flicker wisp. So he's discarding his flicker wisps. End of your turn. Milieu. He has no blue mana open. I mean, how do you not go for it? I'm playing 3. Lightning Bolt, I'm assuming it, me or Chandra? Me? Whatever. I mean, I suppose there's the problem of he could top deck something. Oh, he did it, Chandra. Or he could draw a land and let me know that he drew a land. Flame Waves for 10, right? Yeah. So won't be next turn that I'll Flame Wave him. Oh, pop my jaw. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got this game pretty well handled. Oh, discard a mountain. Alright. So we're playing against what looks like a relatively heavy control deck. I'm thinking the worst card in our deck in this matchup is probably the Black Suns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my Black Suns and my Is It Charms, because those are probably the worst cards. We're going to bring in Ghost Quarters, mostly just so we have more lands and counterfluxes. So we have more counters. I don't know if he has any way to deal with... Like, I don't really have any creatures in the main deck, so I don't feel a reason to bring them in, because that gives him more targets for his removal. Actually, you know, Black Suns might be better than a Lightning Bolt. Because his guys, even if he can flicker them, it doesn't save them from Black Suns. All it does is counter spells that targeted them. And I only have the 3 lightning bolts are the only things that target creatures beyond Chandra, but Chandra's just a nice win condition. Uh, I really hate seeing Cruel in the opening hand, but 5 lands and a control mirror, I'll take that most times. I don't really like Terramorphics in the control mirror, or in the control matchup in general. Uh, Play an island. Hope we get another blue source at some point. Omen Speaker. I think Augur is just better than Omen Speaker because it actually has a good chance of netting you a card, not just a filtering. I mean, Scry is good, and there are times when you want to hit that land. That's what Omen Speaker can do. That the Augur doesn't. But yeah, you can go ahead and play card disadvantage all you want. I realize it increases your card quality, but it's really not a very good card in this matchup. Oh. Let's keep him off of his threats. Because potentially, I mean, that is a 7-turn clock. I don't actually have a faster clock than that. Did he main phase, is it? Yeah. Omen Speaker for the... Okay. Like to draw a red source that comes to... Like a Dragon Skull mount would be awesome off the top. Another Chandra, not really what I was looking for. I don't know what happens if you sack a Ghost Quarter to target itself. I guess it counters the effect. Yeah, it wouldn't work. Well, we do have a slightly awkward mana base, and that has seriously hindered us this game. Because otherwise we'd have dropped a Chandra there and started taking control. Black Sun's off the top. Mountain off the top's pretty good. You have a counter for my Chandra? You don't. I will let you bolt Chandra if you have the bolt. Revelark. When Revelark We got two Omen speakers then. That's kind of crappy. Yeah, it's fine. You get to filter. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Bottom. Okay. You did not like any of what you saw. Chandra, you'd like to race my Chandra, that's fine. I suppose I have very little reason not to chainer him. Yeah, I pulled the Mana Lake out. Really could use another source of blue. I'm debating about whether or not I need another source of blue bad enough to ghost quarter my one of my swamps. Put into play tapped? No. Now I am going to ghost quarter one of my swamps next turn. Or at the end of his turn. Oh, he has Mole Drifters. I suppose Mole Drifters do make sense with what he's doing. Slowest clock ever. At least I'm winning this race, though. I mean, he has to be the one to actually change what's going on. Right now, if we just keep going, I'll kill him long before Chandra gets a chance to. Like, really, all Chandra's doing is keeping his Omen speaker from causing him to be able to effectively race me. And even that's one of those. It's not like it was be an effective race, but it prevents him from getting me down and maybe trying to burn me out or something like that. When was the last time someone actually cast a spell? Or wait, he's evoking it. That doesn't matter. It's card advantage for him, but I'd rather. I know what he's going to try and do now. You're going to be very sad this turn. But you will get to do almost anything you want the following turn. So, one to you. And some people call me cruel. I have to be a little honest. I don't know if I would ever try and make the play against her. Like, I know he had to do something. Why did my background become this? That's weird. But I don't know if it's ever a good idea against the cruel control deck to go for the tap out plan. Get Chandra. Okay. Yeah, it persists. Well, good games. And that was round one of three before we cut the top eight. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll watch the rest.